State. I coached with John Fritz during that era, and boy, those guys were a pleasure to work with and develop. Some really leaders and part of the great tradition of Penn State wrestling.
George Ester for Lockhaven. He's a last-minute addition, and Jake Strayer. This guy had a really good 07, 06, 07. He's 10-5 coming in here, but a guy that could really make a big difference for Penn State.
He went for the cement mixer. Wow. Oh, this is Lockhaven's chance. I don't think he's going to finish, though. Jake Strayer's a beast. He's hard to finish on. He's got good flexibility, good balance. Wow. Yeah, you know, look at that. He's got that low whizzer. Whoa. You know, you're talking about Jake, and there he's going back to the underhook. He likes that front headlock underhook. He's powerful. He's got some great defensive techniques. Ester is getting that angle, though. That's a great move by Ester. If he can get it up higher, he's got to pull it in bounds. Oh, he rushed it. He rushed it. Strayer shows great strength and balance.
Strayer was injured during wrestle-offs back on February the 4th.
He's going for the twister. He's really powerful. Look at that scramble. This creates some great wrestling. And you see it from there. He just couldn't finish. Jake Strayer showed too successful a balance.
Consistency, is that the deal with Strayer?
Usually Jake Strayer is real consistent, and I expect him to be. He's had a couple issues this year. One has been the injury issue. He's had some bad ribs all year, dating back all the way to the fall in the Penn State Open. He's going to finish this. See, this is the difference. Strayer probably finished this, whereas Lockhaven opponent did. Strayer's pulling him in. He's doing what he's supposed to be. He's pushing back inbounds. He's got the other leg. That's 2 points. Oh, not quite yet. Not quite yet.
Nothing yet. No control there.
No, you know, to Lockhaven's credit, this is a backup 141. He's not. He wrestles a lot at 25 and 33. George Ester, he's a second-year wrestler from Maryland. He's held his own so far. He's getting taken down now.
Takedown.
You see that edge of the mat takedown again, but he's gone a full 2 minutes before giving up the takedown. There's 45 seconds left in the mat in the first period now.
He's weathered the storm quite well. I mean, trailing 2-0 here as we're down to the last 45 seconds here in the opening period.
Yeah, don't speak too soon, though, because this is a painful hold right here. The bent knee, figure 4, that hurts. I guarantee you he's in pain. He's got 30. Oh, he lost it. He slipped too low on the knee. Wow. You know, you're asking about Jake Strayer. He's a great wrestler. He's an All-American last year for Penn State. He's had some injury issues, and then another local boy, Garrett Scott. They've been wrestling off against each other, and they wrestled in the Penn State Open. Scott rode him hard in that match and was able to defeat him. So they've split time at that weight this year. Both those kids are great Central Pennsylvania wrestlers. As you can see, obviously, he's got a tight cradle now. There's only 5 seconds left, so he's got time. He doesn't have much time. Whoa, Lockhaven's got to stay out of it. He's got to stay up here. He's gonna. Close call, Jed. You see Strayer in on the double leg, does a nice job securing the knees, and then on the finish, he keeps his own feet in. He gets, you know what? He kept his right foot in, but what the key is that his opponent was still on the mat. And now after he got the takedown, you see him get the near side cradle. He gets it tight. He drives towards the head, settles in there. It's not quite tight enough to finish for the fall. He didn't have a lot of time. If he had about 10 more seconds, he might have got that pin there. But his Lockhaven opponent, George Ester, did a nice job.
A lot of the times we'd see Clint Shirk of Bald Eagle, but he is injured and is unavailable tonight.
Keep going.
Now, you know, we talked about the tradition of Bald Eagle earlier. Clint's one of those guys that had a strong career at Bald Eagle Area High School, just about 30 miles down the road from Lockhaven. And now he's a Lockhaven Bald Eagle. But in this case, George Ester's filling in. Well, it's going to be tough for him to keep him getting majored or pinned, though.
Well, it looked like Strayer was wearing him out, Ken, toward the end of that opening period.
Yeah, and he's going back to the cradle now. He's got it locked up. He's got a nice near side cradle. He's got it tight. He's got to decide to go towards the head. Oh, wow, Ester broke it.
Still got green.
He's looking to look for the twister, the cement mixer again. I like to call it twister. I don't know if he'll go for it again. He didn't work last time. He might run behind him here. He's got to make a decision, though. He's got to work the score here. There you go. That was a good technique. He jerked him down hard, got the spin behind. And in close matches, that's way more effective than the twister. Strayer's working the near wrist. He's getting off to the side. There's a whole series of techniques you do from the near wrist. Putting a pounding on him here. There's about 40 seconds left in this second period.
Come on,
Strayer wants to get one more set of
Both
back
guys,
points in
come
this
on.
period. George Ester from Lockhaven, obviously, he doesn't want to get turned. He's not doing much on bottom. He's trying to be careful, but he really needs to get that wrist free.
High watermark for Strayer this year. He pinned Cornell's Eric McGill back on January the 4th. Penn State overwhelmed the Big Red that night, 35-10.
Yeah, it was a good performance for Jake and the team. It's been off and on since then. What you're looking at right now is a tilt. You got to hold him there for 2 seconds, and he wasn't able to do that. There's about 10 seconds left in the second period, and it looked like George Ester is holding his own. Strayer's got that arm bar, but he's not going to have time to work it.
Well, we buzz out the second period here, so we're going to go final period wrestling action here. Well, I mentioned, you know, you go back to early January. That's where Penn State was really rolling against Cornell in the high water mark, winning in Stillwater against Oklahoma State, and then hit that kind of skid in the early portion of the Big Tens, but seemed to be riding the ship heading into March here.
Yeah, they've been inconsistent. It's just off and on, not just as a team, but individually as well. This is a nice performance for Strayer. He's a confidence builder here for him. You know, he's showing pretty good health. This is going to likely earn him a wrestle off against Garrett Scott, you know, this week. Preparation for Big Ten. I can't speak for the coaches for sure. They are waiting to see how performance goes here, but
big trouble here.
He looks healthy. He's going to look for the pin here. He's got the Turk.
Closing in on it.
Yeah. Talk about a loaded weight for Penn State. Jake Strayer from Forest Hills High School, their first state champion ever, and Garrett Scott from Juniata Valley High School, 2 local boys. I'm real proud of those guys. I've known them and trained them since they were little kids, and they both come through the local programs, keep getting better and better, chose to stay home and go to Pennsylvania. It's really exciting to see them wear the Nittany Lion blue and white. Hopefully they'll find separate weight classes next season. Garrett Scott still has a red shirt coming. So we're wrapping up here. 14-1. He's fallen short of the major decision, though. Now he's going to get it. I misspoke on the major. I mean, the tech fall. He's got to pick up the pace here. 42 seconds.
Stay in here. Let's go.
Oof.
2 takedown.
Beautiful double leg, huh? You felt it over here.
He just exploded through.
He's going back to that Turk technique. That's a great finish to leg attacks. He's going to get the technical fall. He's guaranteed 5 team points, but he wants the pin. He's got 20 seconds to do it. He really needs to be able to tighten up that Turk, get settled. You can't let him, oh, he's off his back. This is going to be over.
And when you start thinking about the Big Ten and even national, he's in a loaded bracket at 141.
Yeah, it's deep.
But
I'll
impressive
tell you,
performance here.
I expect him or Garrett Scott to be All-American that weight. They need to step it up at the end of the season.